Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We appreciate you new listeners for joining us, and if you're coming back, welcome back to the show.
I tried to find where the money went. I went down that rabbit hole.
Didn't take you anywhere, did it?
No, it's not on the internet. It's not something I'm gonna find on the internet. You'd have to go through financial records and reporting and all that stuff, and I just
And then you'd probably have somebody knocking at your door.
Yeah, I was a little worried just like searching it on Google.
I know, I don't search shit on Google all the time because I'm like, nah.
No, you just gotta know how to
enough that Amazon already knows what the fuck I want to buy for my bed sheets.
Have the FBI come knocking on my door.
Yeah. It's weird.
I know it.
And I know this is aluminum foil hat type shit, but when I don't search anything and me and the wife are just in the car talking about something, and then I get home and it's on my Facebook ads.
Yeah.
It's Alexa.
I'm like, I don't
listening.
have Alexa. I'm just saying.
If you got one of those open mic app things, that's how they're doing it.
Your phone in general is always listening. It doesn't matter whether you got an app or not. If it's a Google phone or an iPhone, it's fucking listening.
Actually, they added a feature on some phones. I don't know if
you're
Google
did
it
able to turn it off.
Yeah, you're supposed to be able to turn it off, just like you're supposed to be able to turn off the GPS tracking and all that stuff.
Yeah, and personally, I kind of find it helpful, so I really don't give a shit. But at the same time, I'm like, hey, that's a little personal.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm looking at my phone and I'm like, hey, thanks, Google. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I don't know. I try to stay out of the news as much as possible, mainly because it's so goddamn depressing.
You know what came across shit today was the guy who killed bin Laden. He was talking about it, and then I watched that documentary, Turning Point. I finished that documentary series about 9/11 and the war in Afghanistan and all that stuff.
Yeah,
gotcha.
And the whole raid to get bin Laden was 100% illegal. Like, we weren't supposed to be there. It was in Pakistan. Like, they flew when they went. They were flying at a height that so they could be undetected. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did a head jump, and
just about everything that could go wrong went wrong, because the copter crashed in the front yard or whatever in the compound. So I just find it funny. The government talks about this and that, and then,
it's the CIA is all about illegal wet work. That's pretty much what they do.
Yeah, that's their full-time job.
Yeah, but it wasn't the CIA doing it, and everybody all the way up to the president approved it.
Right. Well,
the CIA was there.
Always has
they were surveilling. Yeah, they were in the country surveilling.
Yeah. They're also the ones that are getting the intel to tell whoever, now or no, he's not there. Or I guarantee they were the ones with eyes on.
The funny thing is like every video or every interview I've ever seen about it is they really weren't sure. This was like a 50-50 thing that it was him. I mean, I'm not saying it was a bad thing. I don't disagree with it. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I don't even know where
it was
going
illegal.
With it.
Yeah, it was illegal. That was the biggest part of it.
It was more of a statement than anything, because you didn't have to send troops in there. You could shove a cruise missile right through the top of it and been done with it.
Yeah, you could have.
Well, the whole point of it was, though, the reason it had to be up close and personal was the verification factor.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody had to have eyes on when he died. Yep, I shot him.
Yeah, but even that, they weren't sure about it because they blew his face off.
Sorry, that's not funny.
I think they identified him by his ears.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Dental records?
No,
yeah, they probably DNA'd it from something after the fact, but.
And then they dropped him in the ocean like he was Optimus Prime.
Optimus Primed his ass.
You remember Ron White doing
the what?
What?
I don't remember. No. Are you sure that was Ron White?
Yeah. That may not have been the name of the skit, but he was talking about Osama bin Laden and the terrorist. Yeah, you got to find that. I don't know. You can find it on the internet.
I'm not searching. That's not happening.
We'll start with Ron White, then put a comma.
We'll just put thunder ... I don't even have a problem with their salaries. I don't have an issue with that. But like you said, these fuckers get rich off of it.
That's my problem. Yeah.
You know, their salaries are what, like they're less than 200,000 a year. Okay, they're at the top of the government. I get that. All right, so
and they're educated and they have a lot of expenses. I understand. Yeah, like to your point. Yes, you're correct.
But I'm with you. They get rich off the special interests, the lobbyists, the people in their pockets. Yeah.
And inside information. You see what's going on with Pelosi's husband right now.
Again. Yeah. Well,
yeah,
all of them, if I say all of them, but there's a lot of that going around.
Yeah. But they're
working a loophole.
Her husband making money off of stocks that his wife is on the committee to determine whether or not that shit gets money.
Yeah.
How the fuck is that legal? You should not be able to do that. It's frustrating.
Martha Stewart got in trouble for just moving her money.
Yeah, because she knew what was going to happen. But yet Nancy Pelosi knows what's fixing to happen. You can't tell me that her husband doesn't talk to his wife and say, hey, I'm an investor. What's looking good? Well, we're about to pass this bill on blah, blah, blah. Really? Okay.
Surprised if they can hold a conversation.
Yeah, right. It's hard when you're drowning in money. We're so close to a President Camacho. It's not even fucking funny.
It's wild.
Like I watch these people that don't even know how many states are in the fucking union. I don't know, 100. I'm like, what the fuck did that guy just say?
We got congressmen who don't know that. One day, really it's going to come down to the people, and they're going to have to make some tough choices about the government because, one, we're $30 trillion in debt. And that's not the government. The government's not in debt. It's the people.
Yeah.
So that's the part that they don't explain in school is every time the government borrows money, they're borrowing it with your name.
Yep.
So, yeah, you're right. People are idiots. And
they are.
They're pushing the stupidity too, right?
They are creating stupidity. You got that right.
They just had, I can't remember where it was. Well, there's a couple of things going on right now. Number one, they're talking about how China's fixing to collapse. They said China, there's a couple of reports that said China's got like 34 days left. And because they just lost like $300 billion or something. But there's also, I can't remember what country it was, but it was funny to me that everybody was praising this country just overran their capital and made the president resign.
We do
when it happened here.
Yeah, pick a third world country, and that's probably what happened.
I can't remember where the hell it was. It just happened.
Yeah.
I just saw it on, I don't know if it was the internet or.
You break into the Capitol here, it's an insurrection, and you get life in prison.
Yeah.
Called treason.
Our Constitution was written to prevent the tyranny of federal government.
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole old chestnut about the First Amendment's there to keep you free, and the Second Amendment's there to enforce it.
Yeah, there was
I think it was Sri Lanka.
That country's been overthrown, I don't know how many times.
Yeah, but they just overran, and the prime minister resigned after they pretty much protested and ran in there and drug his ass out, I think. He fucking fled to Singapore or some shit and resigned when he got there. Anyway.
Saw today, I don't know who the reporter is, but he just loves to, I think he works for Fox News. But,
oh, dude, I saw, that guy. He keeps fucking hammering this press secretary.
Yeah. But the one I saw today, I don't know when this happened, but it was about the border wall. And he was like, so you guys are finishing? And she goes, no, we're not finishing. And he said, okay, so you're filling in the border wall. He said, is that racist?
Oh my God, did he really?
And she looks at him, she goes, how did you get to that? And he goes, well, 2 years ago when the other guy was in office and he was building the border wall, y'all said it was racist. So is this racist?
She didn't know what to say, did she?
She was like, I don't even know how you got to that question. Yeah, of course she didn't know what to say.
I just told you how I got to that question. Now you need to answer it because it was racist 2 years ago.
They're all hypocrites. It's no different than the COVID vaccine. When Trump was pushing it and he said, we're going to have the greatest vaccine ever. It's going to be the best thing you've ever seen. We're going to have a bunch of vaccines and it's going to be out by December. They called him a liar. They told him they would never take it. They wouldn't do it. I'm not taking the Trump vaccine. He's going to try and kill us, blah, 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 blah. What happened as soon as Biden got elected? They all changed the tune.
Why wouldn't you take the vaccine? It's mandatory. You should do it. Do you not care about everybody else? What's the matter with you? Do you want to kill wait a minute. What just happened?
Right. And everybody said I was crazy. Like, I was like, watch the video clips. Oh, that's a montage. You know, they edit those. I'm like, no, these are real. This is real. These people are lying. They're lying straight to your face.
This happened. And look who got money off of that.
Like the guy, they found out, I forget what the name of the company was, but so a guy from the FDA was locked in a hotel room with these pharmaceutical reps, like for 3 days, telling them how to write their application or whatever for this drug. And basically told them how to word it, how to do everything so that they could get this label. The guy signs off on it. And then 2 weeks later, he's working for the pharmaceutical company.
Wasn't Michael Keaton in that too? Was that Michael Keaton? And
he plays a doctor in a small town up in Appalachia.
And what movie is this?
People working coal mines and stuff, and that needed medication.
Yeah. And he ended up actually getting addicted himself.
Yikes!
Pretty wild. Like he got hurt in a car accident, I think, and they prescribed it to him. He ends up losing like his medical license and all kinds of stuff. It's pretty rough.
A lot of people lost a lot of shit because of prescription drugs.
And still,
that's how that's kind of where the opioid crisis started. It was like West Virginia, up in that area.
Someone else said that was a big thing in that area.
It's still a huge problem up there.
I can't remember. It might have been one of y'all that told me that, and I was like, you got to be kidding me.
We were talking about the wild and wonderful whites of West Virginia.
I remember that.
I'm going to have to delete that. Or put a bleep on it. Beep.
That's the name of it. That's the name of it. That's the name. Legit. Their last name was White.
Yeah. The Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia. It was a TV series in 2009.
Yeah, it was a bunch of backwards, I say that, but they were Appalachia mountain people, and their last name was White.
Thank you for joining us. Look out for more Tater Be Nuts conspiracies. Please like and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform, Twitter and Facebook.
The opinions expressed are mine and no one else's. Please do your own research and come to your own conclusions.